Okay, we should be live right now. Let me see if everything is ready. The sound. It's gonna be um, very, very urgent live that we need to have right now. Let me see if everything is ready. Talking about the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump. This has been just crazy. At first, were shots reported. Seems that it was no big deal. It was just shots next to where he was playing golf. And it so happens that effectively he was attacked. So I'm gonna check here, make sure that I'm live in every single. All right, we're live right now. We're live through Rumble, YouTube, and X. So anything happens here, you know that. In many ways, it's good to have plenty of platforms for this. And if you want closed captions, YouTube is the way to go. Check my YouTube. Check all this. We're going to be talking about this. I already made a video with the first updates, but it was so fresh. The FBI has already confirmed that this is going nuts, is going crazy. Let me see, where are you writing for? From Florida, Alabama. Let me see if I can just show your. Yes, so many things happening now. I mean, I would like to add some levity to this kind of situations, but we have to address the things. Yes, as some of you are saying, yeah, it's like he is winning. I told you in my analysis that it was how to say this. It was counterintuitive the way that he won that latest debate with Kamala Harris, and say that. Not only counterintuitive, I say counterintuitive because it's like so many people say that he was unhinged, that he missed so many shots, but in the end, the polls and the reaction and everything that we have seen afterwards, even the backlash to Taylor Swift endorsing Kamala, and that doesn't work in for Kamala, but instead it is just going the other way. It's like it is working against Kamala Harris. All this, that they are so desperate that they are about to, they pretend to do the unthinkable. Let's see if I can show you what I'm looking here. The reports of the guy are all over the place, all over the internet. Let me just check in here. Okay, this is the guy, Ryan Wesley Ruth, Trump's second shooter. That is an interesting physiognomy. This was 10 years ago. Just for the record, this was 10 years ago. He's pretty much different right now. Has already been his Facebook account has already been wiped. Many things on still on X, and you know that. We are just expecting the FBI to do the meme, just like they did back on July. Say the line, FBI, he was an orator. We know that this is going to come up at some point in some way. And we have this crazy and despicable reactions. We have this. I apologize because there are many actors or characters that I really don't know about U.S. politics. But this woman, Rachel Vindman, I understand that her husband is running for the Senate. Rachel Vindman tweeted, "No ears were harmed. Carry on with your Sunday afternoon." How can people do this kind of stuff? And this has close to 25,000 likes. How deranged can these people be? I don't know. I am trying to digest things. You know that when they say that shots were heard, that shots were fired, and Trump was in the vicinity, it seems that he was okay, but nobody had said anything about assassination attempt. And then, okay, it seems that it was not gang violence, as I said in my very short video that I issued, but it was actual shots aimed at him. The guy had built some kind of sniper, how do you say that? Nest, a sniper nest, waiting for him. We still don't know how did he know Trump's golf schedule, but he knew. And we got this. This was Time Magazine's cover just 4 days ago. This was Time's magazine. Time Magazine's cover 4 days ago. I mean, what kind of dimension is this? What kind of, we are effectively living the timest of times, pun intended. How can this happen? And I already told you that when they were asked, the Secret Service, why didn't you have Secret Service agents in the perimeter or outside the golf course? Oh, it's because he's not the sitting president. Yeah, okay, we understand he's not the sitting president, but he was already shot two months ago. 2 months ago. And how can this happen again? And how can we have this kind of signals? How can this be happening? Hey Jack, reminder that Trump missed being assassinated by millimeters, and the DNC fortifiers of democracy have no recourse left but to keep trying to kill him, because they have damaged the USA so badly I can no longer maintain a facade of legitimacy. You cannot be passive. No, it is important. Yeah, I'm sure. Who said the golf course was too slopey? Yeah, maybe the golf course had the slope, and you know that slopes are absolutely out of the question here. I think I hadn't tweeted about that right now. Oh, and people claiming that it's about, he said that he hates Taylor Swift. It has nothing to do with that. You see what's this guy? This is I don't know where they get this video from. It's like 10 minutes. I'm not gonna listen to 10 minutes of this guy. Be cautious, says Dan Bongino. Be cautious with early details about who shot first. Trump's attempted assassin Ryan Ruth's political contributions show 19 contributions exclusively to Democrats since 2019. Alex Jones, here's a picture of what is alleged to be the shooter's gun. It looks like a Dragunov to me. This is like it looks like a long-range rifle, but first they say that they had recovered an AK-47. And this is Trump assassin's last reply. Kamala Harris, you and Biden should visit the injured people in the hospital from the Trump rally and attend the funeral of the murder. Trump will never do anything for them, blah, blah, blah. It seems like he voted for Trump in 2016, and in 2020 is the guy again. He was quitting. The guy is obsessed with Ukraine, by the way. Obsessed. You see his by the way, there's this ironic or moronic, the irony. He said that killing anywhere is extremely tragic, he tweeted back in May 18. You tell me. Yeah. That is quite ironic. quite ironic. I try to, that, you know me, I try to add some levity to this stuff. Dave Matthews Band, we need an emotional tribute song for Ukraine. Man, I cannot imagine something worse than asking Dave Matthews Band for a song. That, well, you too could have been worse, but this is my life. You're seeing, we're entering the matrix here. No, this is what's happening. This is what's happening with this guy. Broken nose, slight left side of the face paralysis, model citizen. And it's like Moshi Mon says, Kamala did so poorly at the recent debate, they tried to shoot him again, LOL. Yeah, it looked like a pattern. Trump wins a debate, they try to kill him. It has happened twice already. Can we do without any more debates? Maybe that would help until November at least. That no more debates. Okay, I hope that the people that are still saying glass from the teleprompter are joking, because I'm going to just block you if you just start with that nonsense in the comments. For God's sake. Oh, he was not shot. Yeah, they want a civil war. This is the best proof. I told you. So many people saying, "Oh yeah, but Trump had lost that debate. He did so poorly. He's gonna lose in November." And I said, "Wait a second. Wait a second. Remember two things that I told you that day after the debate with Kamala Harris. I told you two things. The first thing was that if Kamala Harris had won the debate, she would not have requested a rematch immediately. And Trump said that as well on Truth Social. When someone loses a match, they don't ask. They ask for a rematch immediately. If you win, why would you ask for a rematch? They knew the numbers. They were running the numbers simultaneously as a debate. And we also have this, by the way. I need to talk about that affidavit from an ABC employee that proves that Kamala Harris was given the questions before the debate. I reside in Manhattan, New York. I have worked for ABC News for over 10 years. Blah, blah, blah. For the record, I do not endorse Donald Trump in his capacity as candidate for president of the United States. The intent of this affidavit is to address concerns regarding perceived biases within news reporting. And I have this a bit. Furthermore, the Harris campaign imposed restrictions on the scope of questioning, including no questions regarding the perceived health of President Joe Biden. No inquiries related to her tenure as Attorney General in San Francisco. No questions concerning her brother-in-law, Tony West, who faces allegations of embezzling billions of dollars in taxpayer funds and who may be involved in her administration if elected. These two guys, I forgot their names. Maybe their names are here. I really don't remember the names of the hosts of the debate. I know that the guy was Muers or something. They have not made any reply to this. If this was fake, which is a sworn statement, so it's kind of a big deal, they would have already denied it. And to my knowledge, please tell me about this, they have not denied it. Nobody at ABC has denied this. And not only this appears today, this just pops up today. We have that assassination attempt. There's so many things, crazy things, all happening at the same time. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. What is happening? Let's see what else is going on. Newsweek, Romania. I don't know. I will look for a summary afterwards. Let's see. Let me check this. Let me check this way. Newsweek interview anti-Trump assassin Ryan Ruth 2 years ago about fighting in Ukraine. Okay, we have here a bit of a background. Ryan Ruth was arrested after assassination attempt on Donald Trump. In the video, Ruth explained that he initially went to Ukraine to fight to support the Ukrainians. Once he got to Kiev, he said that he helped recruit people to get involved in the war. We need everyone here fighting. That's why I'm in Kiev. So every project that I promote is about getting people here to support Ukrainians. When you talk to a 20-year-old guy that sold everything he owns to come here fight, that is heroism. So the guy was really into that, and well, Newsweek wanted to highlight it. So many things, crazy things happening. Let me check. Oh, right, Rachel. We have Rachel Bindman again here. Thanks to Very Moisturized who tweeted that. Rachel Bindman, what the F? Trump has been inciting violence against his enemies for years. He doses in a situation in gasoline, lights a match, and walks away claiming no responsibility. Look at what is happening in Springfield, Ohio right now, but he wants to claim he's a victim. It's like the messenger is at fault. It's like Trump is just pointing out what is happening. Something that is happening, by the way. It's very funny. Funny in a way that I'm going to explain. I use that expression really loosely. There's something that is happening on the topic of Springfield, Ohio, and the cats and dogs and the Haitian immigrants, is that we have all these clips and videos that are popping up on X about, effectively cats and dogs and geese and pets being stolen, hijacked, and eaten. And you have the mainstream media that they want to disprove all this, and all that the mainstream media can do, the leftist mainstream media, is to say, oh, that is not happening in Springfield. That is in another city, in Denver or in Chicago or in another city of the United States. So the mainstream media is actually proving that that is happening not only in Springfield, Ohio, but everywhere in the United States. That's what I tell you, that it's funny. It's fun to watch. It's not fun to watch the clips, of course. That is abhorrent, and I cannot understand. Cannot understand who can be defending this. I mean, the Trump derangement syndrome is something that is very, very real. The brainwashing is something that I cannot even begin to understand the scope of this, how they are justifying. They are even justifying and making fun of what just happened a second time. Oh, you are exaggerating. It's not an exaggeration. At some point, it crossed my mind. Making my previous video here in the Battle Language Guy was a very quick video. Say, did I check every source? But the FBI had already confirmed that. When all this began to pop up, I had said I need to do a live to check on all this, we also have this. The Trump assassin donated to Act Blue like a lot. Both Trump shooters donated to Act Blue for Democrats. Oh. And what? Trump stokes suspicious. Trump stoked suspicions about assassination attempt, raising fears of more violence. After an initial period of relative restraint, the former president has begun blaming the shooting on his opponents, amplifying conspiracy theories. I told you this. I told you that this was going to happen. There's so much division. You begin to sow so much division in the country, and how you create this division in the country. You dehumanize the other party. It's like Donald Trump has been dehumanized and demonized in so many ways, and his fans, his voters, the MAGA movement has been demonized in so many ways. You know that up to this point, I've tried to be maybe not unbiased. You know that what is my bias in regards to socialism, which is ultimately communism. I don't care about your semantics. You know what Kamala Harris and Tim Walz stand for. You know what is going to happen, and if they let's say it's not win or enter the White House, because Kamala Harris is already in the White House. She's already there, and she claims that she's going to fix what? But bear with me with this. You know that I stand against all that socialism. And I need to have patience with all the libtards, both American and Venezuelan, because I have to withstand Venezuelans who are with Kamala Harris. I mean, you know that I try to keep these videos family friendly. I'm not gonna swear right now, but holy F. How come Venezuelans are going to be with Kamala Harris? That's something I don't comprehend. You have brain damage. Brain damage. It's the only explanation that those people can have. I can understand. I mean, I can understand that people. Some people say in the United States, oh, don't be talking about socialism. That is never going to happen here. It's already happening, bro. It's already happening, and you're not noticing it. You remember the analogy of the frog in the boiling water, that they put the frog in the lukewarm water, and then they put the fire on, and it begins to boil very slowly? Yeah. That's what we are talking about. And I see so many Americans that are just unaware of this. I need to show you something. I need to show you another thing here. See where I am. I know that I was replying to someone. Where is that guy? Okay, so this guy. Eric Weinstein. I have to say I love science, but I really did not have any idea who Eric Weinstein was like 2 minutes ago, like 2 weeks ago. He was on Piers Morgan, and all of a sudden, all right, this guy is knows about science. He worked in economy as well for a private firm, and he was talking about whatever. Now, this is it. I found this funny, that he said, he began to say a lot of things about Donald Trump's tweet that I hate Taylor Swift. I'm not going to waste time. You can go to his timeline and read that. But I want to focus on this. Now I know from experience that this will sound to the partisan camps like I have an angle. I do not. I'm obviously not pro-Kamala. I'm obviously not pro-Trump. But what he said earlier, this is golden. He said, this guy, I really don't know the guy. Maybe I like the guy if I get to know him. But if he's like Neil deGrasse Tyson, no, we're gonna have a problem here. What I said before the Harris versus Trump debate, Kamala Harris, wait for it, Kamala Harris is much smarter and more capable than she has appeared as VP. And then says Donald Trump is too old. Okay. Has an argument, Donald Trump is too old, but Kamala Harris is much smarter and more capable than she has appeared as VP. So let's say that Eric Weinstein has a point, and he is right that Kamala Harris is much smarter and more capable. So that can only mean that whatever happened with the southern border, because yes, she was named the border czar, and there's still people trying to debate that on my timeline. Go away, I don't want you here. I don't want you here when I go. I'm gonna show you those people afterwards. If you keep trying to deny the fact that Kamala Harris was the border czar named by Biden on March or May 2021, and she spent all the time doing nothing. So we could say that she was just stupid. And since she was stupid, then that's why she did nothing. She's incompetent, and that's why she did nothing. But if we have geniuses like Eric Weinstein saying that she is much smarter and more capable, then we can only say that it was malice. That was pure malevolence. That was done on purpose. That the 20 million immigrants were let in on purpose. That the 300,000 Haitians that got TPS were on purpose. That we're talking about actual evil. So of what use? For all of you that like to debate me on IQ, of what use is having a high IQ and saying that Kamala Harris is much smarter and more capable than she has appeared, and then you say that I'm obviously not pro-Kamala and I'm obviously not pro-Trump. These people have no idea of what's coming if Kamala Harris wins. His words, Kamala Harris is brilliant, and she was malevolent with the southern border. He did it on purpose because we had the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she is, just incompetent. But no, it's not incompetence. It is malevolence. So you, in your argument, are stating yourself in your previous tweet that these people are evil. But no, I'm obviously not pro-Trump. But it is, I think even the Pope said, like, I think it was yesterday. I mean, I am not a fan of the Pope. I'm not a fan of the Pope. I'm not by a long shot. But he says, well, we have a Kamala that is pro-abortion. And we have Donald Trump who wants to take all the immigrants and take them out of the United States. So Americans have to choose the lesser of two evils. He was rather, wabinoso. He was wabinoso. It's like when you don't want to say things, when you want to try to mix up things to not really say what you want to say, you have to choose the lesser of two evils. I mean, just for the record, I don't think that kicking illegal immigrants out of your country is evil. I think it's the right thing to do. I always said that. And I'm going to look for my own tweet about that. It's something that is logical. Why would you do that? Why would you have so many people in your country that is just a burden to the economy? It's a lie. It's a lie that those people, oh, they're coming to fill the jobs, that so many jobs. And then why is there unemployment? I mean, I am not an economist, but I can ask questions, right? What is the gap? Where is the gap? Where is the actual unemployment? What kind of jobs? It is easy. If I run a country, I would say, okay, there's unemployment, but what kind of jobs we need to bring people to fill those jobs? And why would I pay immigrants to stay in my country if I'm bringing them to fill? Aren't they coming to fill jobs that need to be filled? Then why should I pay them? They should already get a job immediately. That doesn't make sense. None of that makes sense. And I already explained that on a video that is pinned on my X account. On my X account, you will see it pinned. You will see it on my YouTube account. You will see it on my Rumble account. How governments use illegal immigration to control you. And yes, I am tired of the same topic, and something that triggers me when people say, you cannot talk like that because you're an immigrant too. Yes, I was exiled thanks to effing socialism from my country. And yes, I have to say over and over again that the United States, you know how this, I'm going to look for that tweet. It's easier if we go for that tweet and I just read my own words, because I don't take back my words. I'm tired of taking back. I have to say that I used to do it. Oh, I'm going to delete that tweet. It's going to be, first, we got this. Oh, there was the same trouble at the border when wannabe King Trump was president. It's not new and not her fault. It's not Kamala's fault. It's Trump's fault. No, I had to put this like in your face. Biden taps VP Harris to lead response to border challenges. March 24, 2021. I should put some kind of warning here, a swearing coming. And I have to explain this tweet as well. The Eric Weinstein tweet. Again, maybe the guy is a nice guy. Maybe he's not like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who lost absolutely all credibility. He lost his mind. It's not for me. It's a fact. He lost his mind and his credibility. But these are the kind of remarks that make me secretly, for 1 second, a split second, say, I wish that Kamala Harris won. Yes, you can take my words out of context if you want. I don't care, but you're gonna come back to this live and you're gonna disprove that I wish that Kamala Harris won, so you can see that we were right. You morons. I wish that. I wish you to taste what it would be, and then come back. Oh, I was so wrong. I should have listened to you. But then again, I think of the millions of Americans who do not deserve that stuff. Because millions of Venezuelans did not deserve that stuff, especially the ones who died under Hugo Chavez and Nicolas Maduro regime. It's that simple. Why should we have to pay for the brain-dead morons who vote for these people? And for the lukewarm, I don't know, intellectuals who don't. I am not pro Kamala. I am not pro Trump. It's hard. It's a hard problem. I don't know. I can go just batshit crazy here talking about this, because these people are the kind of people who draw me insane. Of what use is your platform? Of what use is your experience? Of what use is the books that you have read? If you're saying, oh no, I think Kamala Harris is, smart and capable. Good for you. I hope she wins, and I hope you experience that. But again, I have too many friends, way too many friends. 1 million friends in the United States. I have 1 million friends in the United States. It's something that I could never. 5 years ago, I would not have never believed that I could say those words. I have 1 million friends in the United States, and that 1 million friends, I know that they do not deserve that fate because of a bunch of people have Trump derangement syndrome, or some people that are so lukewarm about their stance. And at some point I had to say, I cannot just keep just deleting my tweets. You know that I had wiped my tweets many times. They say, oh, I'm getting too political, I should turn down. I'm getting too political, I should turn down. It's like God telling me, you have to do it, Jesus, you have to do this thing. And I also have to stand the people who tell me, stop defending Trump. Why are you defending Trump? Why are you doing this? You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose subscribers. You're gonna lose followers. So be it. Make my day. To be fair, my followers, both in Twitter and YouTube and in Rumble, have gone up. I have lost subscribers, I'm sure, but it's much more the ones that I have won. But not because I'm supporting Donald Trump. It's because I'm trying to shine a light on what's coming if Kamala Harris and Tim Walz get into the White House. It's going to be bad. It's going to be worse than many people think. And yes, I cannot afford to be lukewarm because I will not be able to look myself in the mirror if I don't do like this. And so you can say, oh, Jesus went all full MAGA and Trump. Say it the way that you want. Call me. You really think I come from Venezuela? I have been bullied since I was born. You think something's gonna hurt me? You really think that any of your words is gonna hurt any Latino? You were merely accustomed to some socialism. I was born in it. Yes, I was born because it was even the coming of Chavez that was part of that flawed system. We're made of all socialists, but I don't want to talk about Venezuela right now because that's when I'm going to get into trouble. That's when I'm going to get into trouble. Let me see what else I had here. Yeah, if you want peace, prepare for war. That's something that it's absolutely necessary. Let me see. I know that there was another thing that I wanted to. What's another thing that I wanted to show you? I don't remember exactly. Okay, yes, this is one of the. You know that we had this tweet. It was Donald Trump Jr. Talking about the average IQ in countries where migrants come from is much more lower than ours, so we shouldn't let them in. It was not his exact words, but it was his point. And this Rom Filikovsky was mocking him for that. He is not wrong. He is absolutely not wrong, and I'm going to read my own words because I'm really tired of this, and I'm tired of the nonsense. I'm trying to pretend that we are living in a sane way, because we are surrounded in this world, in the Western world. I must be very specific. In the Western world, we are surrounded by morons, and we are being governed by morons. Don't get me started with the UK, because, well, we will run even to the night. Countries should block all migrants except the very best. And yes, despite so many libtards crying about it, IQ is a big part of that equation. I am tired, fed up of stumbling. Oh, IQ is not real. IQ cannot be measured. Oh, what about people who are nice but don't have a high IQ? Great. Be nice in your country. Because if you, American citizens, or from any other country, or the UK, or Germany, or Sweden, or any country, you are interested in your own well-being as citizens, your governments are not interested in that. But you are. And you need to need to understand who is really defending this. Who is really defending common sense? Oh, that is not, you cannot say that, you're being a racist. Then call me that. But you know what? You cannot call me a racist. You know why you cannot call me a racist? Because I'm Venezuelan. I have the Latino card. That makes invulnerable, literally, to your racist comments. You cannot. I am not a white guy, even if I look like one. No, I'm a Latino. I dance salsa. I was about to say a bad word right there. Oh, but that's going to create a brain drain in those countries, because if you bring the intelligent people from other countries, then you're going to have a brain drain in those countries. Then it's going to be their recovery or their progress harder. That should not be your problem. Oh, you have to help your fellow humans. I can help my fellow humans, starting by my neighbors, by my fellow citizens. I want my fellow citizens, no matter what your country is, to have jobs, to have access to affordable housing. Yeah, why not? How is that possible? Well, when we can, thanks to capitalism, rise with our skills. We want good education. I was listening to some amazing video of George Carlin saying it like it is. Why the United States and so many Western countries have so so bad education, because it is in nobody's interest that the masses are intelligent or educated. He said, you have them to be as dumb, smart enough to pull the levers, to fill Excel spreadsheet, but dumb enough so you can manipulate them. It's that way. I cannot tell you otherwise. And if you cannot make people dumber, then I need to say things in a way that can be hurtful. Then you import the dumb people to your country. That is brilliant. Oh, Jesus, how you can talk? Don't you dare say that I'm racist. I'm Latino. I have the Latino card. You cannot call me a racist. I'm Latino. I have suffered as well. I come from Venezuela. We have suffered. You cannot harm me. If one person in a distant country, okay, this is something that I need to explain about the brain drain argument. Or you are going to steal the brains from those countries? No. The issue is the individual level. If one person in Haiti, for example, one person of Haiti has the skills and abilities to grow, and I made a video about this captain from Haiti who was graduated from West Point, had a physics degree. That is one of them. If you are in a distant country and have the skills and abilities to grow, and your country doesn't give you the means to develop those abilities, you have the duty. You have the duty to look for other countries where you can make good use of your skills, your intelligence, and your drive. That is obvious. You have that duty. Oh, I was born in this country and all I have is this country. Okay, go ahead. That is your point of view. But if you notice that you have something to give your country, but bureaucracy, envy, lack of technology, lack of education doesn't let you exploit your skills, you go to another country. I've always said that countries have to be like, like this offers, the best offers for the best brains in the world and attract those brains. We have the best settings for startups. We have the best tax breaks for this kind of startups with this kind of education. That's how you capture them. And you pay for the education, you pay for those startups. That's how you grow. That shouldn't be illegal at all, because nobody is doing it forced by anybody. That's the trick. That's the issue. That's the actual immigration. And when Donald Trump, I have to say something that Donald Trump said back then. Donald Trump said in one speech, "We need a lot of people coming." He said that, and he was instantly criticized by the woke right, because the right also has a woke side that is, well, we say más santo que el Papa, holier than the Pope. You know what I mean? Oh, nobody can enter the United States. No, you are also morons as well. This is the problem of not thinking. If you have this huge challenge, which is artificial intelligence, and you have this huge challenge that you need nuclear power, and you have this huge challenge of technology which will bring humanity in new levels of prosperity, you need people who know how to pull those very specialized levers. And what is quicker? Like raising a kid in a nice schools and nice colleges and finally get a degree on those, or enforcing the people who already know that, who already master AI, deep learning, nuclear power. It is faster and completely legal. You say, we have a program for nuclear engineers and physicists to come to our country, and we pay for everything. And meanwhile, if you are a nuclear engineer in Germany and you lost your job, you said, well, maybe going to the United States would be a good idea. And then you go, you leave Germany, and you become a United States resident thanks to your knowledge in nuclear power. That's what Donald Trump said what he meant when he said we need a lot of people coming in. So don't be a blockhead, my friends. We need to try to think how this works and try to understand what is the right way to act in the best interests of everyone. And at some point, you need to realize that you cannot save everyone. You cannot save everyone. If you see, at some point I realized that I can just absorb so much toxicity, only so much toxicity on eggs. If Germany, by the way, mentioning Germany again, if they want to destroy their culture, if their government wants to destroy German culture, they want to destroy the country out of this huge guilt that they still carry from World War II, I cannot help the country. I cannot change the government. I cannot any of it. What I can do is to give you a glimpse, an idea, a spark. Hey, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can change something on an individual level. That's my job. That's what I can do. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to continue with this. If Western governments weren't so deep into retarded virtue signaling, they would make sure to offer the best possible conditions only to those migrants who show the potential to contribute to the economy. And nowadays, a huge chunk of the world's economy is based on intellectual progress. Yes, a lot of people. United States needs a lot of people. That's what Donald Trump talks about. And very recently, I discovered that I am what is called an accelerationist. I think that is how we pronounce accelerationist. I think that's the philosophical current or whatever, in which I really despise the way that the European Union treats energy. Oh no, we cannot have air conditioning. You have to turn off the air conditioning. We cannot use so much energy. We have to use as little energy as possible. Green this, green that. I'm gonna tell you once again. I've told you this a couple times. If anybody, any moron, says that they support the environment, they support consuming less energy, they support, oh no, we need to use less electricity. Oh no, AI is using too much electricity. We cannot do that here. But there's an easy solution: nuclear power. But these people only mentioned you. Oh, but there's Chernobyl. How long ago did that happen? And yeah, I have been obsessed with Chernobyl, and I have been obsessed with Fukushima. And yes, I have to say that Fukushima, everybody knows. Everybody has barely studied what happened in Fukushima. It was bureaucracy that could have been prevented easily. What happened in Fukushima. And the other is the 3 Mile Island. I think that's the name. 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl, Fukushima. That's all that they mention over and over again. Build nuclear power. And in Germany, they shut down all the nuclear power. Because I cannot understand. I try to understand. I cannot understand. Self-imposed imbecility. Suicidal empathy. All those terms that are just so new. But well, I see no point for any country to accept hundreds of thousands, if not millions or tens of millions of migrants indiscriminately at a great cost, not only for the economy, but from a cultural perspective. All the money sustaining those abroadians who take forever to assimilate, if they ever do, would be better used helping the country's citizens. But that is way too much common sense for the average politician to grasp. Yes, those are my words. Yeah, 3 Mile Island was in 1979. Thanks, Darren. It was how many times ago? Do you know how safe how safe is nuclear power right now? Do you know what is the problem? That nuclear power is not good business, because nuclear power, any nuclear plant right now takes 7 or 8 or 9 years, maybe 6 years if you are on overdrive. And who is going to invest in that? China, of course. China is investing in a lot of, I don't know how many nuclear plants. They know that they need to consume all the energy in the world, and they will produce it. And they know that artificial intelligence that is taking over the world in so many ways requires a humongous amount of electricity. And you have the European Union. No, you cannot turn off your AC. Oh no, you cannot install your AC. It's not that you cannot turn it off, it's that you cannot install it. You cannot have air conditioning. You're killing the environment. Environment lives matter as well. There's went off the rails on this because I cannot understand. Let me see what is going on with Trump's attempt. My God. Oh my God. Oh well, Trump is Trump is doing Trump things. Trump is doing Trump things. You know how it is. But again, you know that I try to be very clear. I have many reservations in terms of cult of personalities. I wouldn't say I very many accounts that are just crazy about Donald Trump. I can understand that. I can understand. I have been a fan of artists, of musicians, and whatnot. We all have been fans of someone at some point. You know how it is, especially if you are putting your country in his hands and the fate, and you know what is going to happen if Kamala Harris wins. But I'll always have my reservations. Like, every person has flaws, and Donald Trump has flaws as any other. I could say, okay, maybe this was a mistake, maybe that other wasn't. I thought when I saw part of the debate that he hadn't done well, but the numbers and the reaction of the Democrats spoke for itself. But again, I just want you to try to think things through. And maybe you have decided to vote for Kamala Harris. I don't know how, because I know that I have made sure that if you are going to vote for Kamala Harris, you don't follow me and you don't come to my live streams and you stay away from my social media. I tried to explain it in a civil way, and I was attacked. And when I noticed that speaking in a civil way did not work, then I had to go the not politically correct way. So if by this point, and I tried, I was patient, asking the questions over and over again. What are Kamala's policies? Why hasn't she done that already? And all I got was orange man bad, or you were a Trumper, or whatever, but never one single answer, not one answer that had remotely any way of reasoning or anything. It's like Quentin Tarantino. I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris no matter what she says or does, or on a stupid interview. You cannot reason with that people. Why would I like those people? And you might be asking, Because so many of you have been following me for body language and body language analysis. And why are we here? Why did you get, oh, you are grifting out of this. You are grifting out of this. No. If I was a grifter, I would make sure to not talk about politics, so I would have double the audience in the United States and perhaps double the audience in any other country. That would be grifting. By being this vocal about my political stance and about maybe my philosophical stances as well, I'm effectively, even if I'm gaining followers, I'm just reducing my audience in half. That doesn't sound like grifting to me. That sounds effectively like, okay, maybe you want to do business, or you want to be vocal about what's going on. I want one thing. This is one thing that I truly want. I don't want regrets on my deathbed. And I told you in a very, very long live stream and my other channel, my Royal Road channel, that yes, I knew that this was going to have a lot of friction. But no, I don't want that kind of regrets. I have the ability to build an audience, and not through subterfuge or stupid content or anything. I really want you to think. Yeah, there's humor. Yeah, there can be gossip. But in the end, I want you to wonder, how can you defend yourself against people who try to manipulate you? That's has always been my intention. And at some point I realized, yeah, this is my life's work. And if I see the influence that the United States has worldwide, I just cannot stay silent. So that's why I made this decision. Yes, I had to go all out and say, well, whatever. I have been called anything that you can imagine. Has been all these lies about me. There's nothing left that you can do to me that can affect me. I have heard it all and more. So to end this live stream, I'm just glad first that the second assassination attempt was just failed, and that these people are getting desperate. These people are getting really desperate, and we will be seeing really crazy things in the what? In the less than 2 months. We are less than 2 months away to the elections, and we could say that things are not gonna be normal on November 6th. No, it's gonna be tough days. It's gonna be strange days. We will have to keep level-headed, because we're talking about a worldwide event. I know that so many of you know that this is no exaggeration. This pertains the entire world. And this is what we are talking about. And I will be there to talk about this stuff and try to open your eyes. So wherever you are, my body language buddies, whether if you are American or German or British or Venezuelan or Japanese, and no matter where you are living right now, you have the tools to think and to avoid being manipulated by anybody. My body language buddies, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy, Remember to download my free 100 body language tips. You can find it on my X account and my YouTube account, in the description and my profile, everywhere. And you will be subscribed to my emails. So many things coming up. I will be there to discuss them with you. The most important words: much love and bliss. Let me quickly read your super chats. With some of you sent super chats and I did not read them. Joe X, thank you, Joe X, for your super sticker. Margie, the super sticker as well, thank you. And Shannon Miller, thank you for blocking comments about teleprompter glass. I cannot understand how there's still that discussion, how that discussion is still happening. And J.E. May, thank you, J.E., one of our trusty mods. Super sticker. We will meet on the next video or the next live. Take care. I love every single one of you. Bye-bye.